Barfoot and Thompson.
On the show today, we're talking ABCD coaching, a guide to remove deep levels of anxiety, create a positive belief system, and improve your confidence. Welcome to Property Matters. Welcome along to another Monday, and if you're listening live, it's not very nice weather out there. It's a reminder that winter is coming. Grab everything you can when there's a nice sunny day. Get out and enjoy it, because that weather is changing. Of course, if you're listening on one of our podcasts, then hopefully it's a sunny day in your part of the world. Now, a little bit different this week. As you know, on the show, from time to time, we like to move away from property, but chat about leadership and looking after ourselves and our own mental well-being. And I'm really delighted to welcome into the studio today Haiming Jiang, who's here to chat about ABCD coaching. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Stephen.
It's great to have you here. And look, before we even sort of launch into the book, you are, in fact, New Zealand's first Chinese hypnotist.
Yes.
And that's how we first met, was promoting on a totally different show, your comedy art shows. And I guess before we sort of unpack coaching and leadership and all of that, just tell our listeners a little bit about you and your very interesting career journey.
Okay, when I came to New Zealand in 1996, I was, my major is in electronic engineering.
Okay.
Yeah. So I got the master's degree in electronic engineering. And then when I come to New Zealand, my English is not very good. So I go to get a degree, a postgraduate degree in information technology. And then I work in the information technology for about 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I start my own business, like a computer supported business. Then I interested in marketing. And when I do marketing, I start to interest about psychology. Yeah. And then later on, I also have a marriage problem. And then I go to counseling, and I really get into the psychology. So that's how I get into psychology and hypnotherapy.
So when did the hypnotherapy bit come in? What made you suddenly go, oh, this is a path I want to go down?
Because when I'm learning about psychology or like a life coaching, I want to be more confident. Particularly, I want to be more confident on the social situation. I feel like I'm not very confident on social. So I understand that there's one technique, is called NLP. Yeah, have you heard of NLP?
Yeah, I think so.
So they say the NLP, using NLP technique, you can make you feel more confident.
Right. And
then I study NLP. And then NLP is, a lot of NLP technique is from hypnotherapy.
Right.
And then I'm a very curious person. I always want to learn. And then I started to learn hypnosis. And then I have a better understanding about how our human mind works. And then a friend of mine, he is also a hypnotist. He said, hey, let's to learn how to do hypnosis show. And then we start to learn hypnosis show.
That's brilliant. I love it. And your hypnosis shows, I mean, obviously you promote that from a comedy point of view as well.
Yes.
It can be used for entertainment, but also it can be used for the health side and the well-being.
Yes.
When do you decide what to do?
Yeah. Now I'm still doing hypnotherapy or life coaching. Yeah. Because actually we have, normal people have a misunderstanding about hypnosis. Hypnosis is actually happen every day in our life. Yeah. So after I learned hypnosis for a few years, I have a much better understanding. So hypnosis is a technique to influence other people. And a parent want to influence their children. Actually, that is hypnosis. Mm-hmm. But most of people, they are using hypnosis unconsciously. Or more dangerously, a lot of people using hypnosis is in wrong way. And it's not
What do you mean by that?
For example, the parent want to encourage the children be more confident, right? To be good at the study, right? But they hypnotize their student because unconsciously they don't know. They say, if you continue doing like this, what kind of bad things are going to happen? But that is a bad hypnosis. And that will, for example, the parent criticize the children not to study hard, actually that will make the student to dislike the continue to study, and then the result will be opposite of the parents. So what do they want?
Okay.
So yeah, so
give me an example of when hypnosis is used in a good way.
Hypnosis, you mean the daily life? Or
Yeah.
Okay, in the daily life, basically, hypnosis is help the people to concentrate what they want. So hypnosis can only help people to achieve what they want. For example, the parent want to children to have a good study in school, right? And then, but children want to enjoy their life. They want to enjoy their time. So the parent needed to make the children to study with happily. And if the children, when they are studying, they feel happy, they will continue to more study. They will they will more and more like the study. And when they get a good score, in the school get a good score, they get a encouragement from the teacher, from the student, from the parent, and they were more likely to go to study. So then they get into the positive loop. So that is the right way to do hypnosis. But a parent, if a student, the children don't learn piano or whatever, they don't study hard, and the parent criticize them, that is going to the wrong direction.
Okay, fair enough. So when did the coaching side come in for you?
So the coaching side is if it was a parent and a children situation, I coach the parent how to coach their children, okay? And so hypnosis is the help people to achieve their result. So this is the key, okay? I'm a confidence coach and a life coach. So if somebody, they said, I want to get out of depression, for example. So I can coach them to get out of depression. So how to get out of depression? If somebody want to get out of depression, that is the wrong way to think. Okay? So I coach them. I don't coach them get out of depression. I coach them to be happier. And then I help them how can be more focused on happier. Because happy is very easy. If you think something positive, you are happy. If you imagine something good things are going to happen, you will be happy. This is so easy. And when you thinking something good things are going to happen, you will get out of depression very quick. So we need thinking. We need to change train our mind to automatically thinking positive. That is how successful people they do.
So how do we do that? I mean, it sounds easy, but, if you're working with someone who is in a depressed state of mind, they can't see the happy.
Yeah, okay. So there's a few things to do. So the most important part is they need to create, if somebody in depression or anxiety, okay, anxious, because they believe something bad is going to happen. So this is the key. So hypnosis is the best way to change people's belief. And that's my coaching all about. I help people to change their belief. Okay, then most people think, how can I change your belief? And my discovery is belief don't have to be true. And we believe a lot of things which they are not true. But the funny thing is, when you believe something, if you really believe something, this result will come automatically. So if you believe bad things are going to happen, the bad things can happen. So this is so interesting. For example, when I hypnotize some people, okay, I say, in the moment when you open your eyes, you will see there's an iPhone on the table. And this iPhone is 10,000 kilograms. You cannot lift it. I want you to try to lift it up. But the more you try, the more heavier you will feel. Because they believe what I say, they hypnotize. And when they believe what I say, and when they try to lift it up, they are going to like this. They are going to push. They are going to push to prove their belief is right. So we are proving our belief. So we are making our belief right, real. Okay? This is not a reality. Okay, so now when you believe your life is going to be no hope, and you will take action to prove your life have no hope. This is the key. Seriously, this is so important information. And what I do is I talk to my client. I say, well, if they read this book, that is how I explain. So you need to choose a good belief. Belief don't have to be true. You need to choose a good belief and then take action to prove your belief is right. And then slowly accumulate a positive result to reinforce your belief.
Right.
And then you have more and more strong belief to be confident, to be positive, to be happy about yourself. So that is how it works.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
All right, before we dive into the book, just on your comedy shows.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about them and where can people go to find those? Because, we have all seen it on television, but not many of us have been to a live audience of a hypnosis show.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about those.
Okay. So maybe I should this is my show information on my website.
Yeah.
So you can find all this show information. So maybe explain hypnosis show, how hypnosis show works first. Yeah.
Yep.
Hypnosis show looks like a mind control, like a hypnotist controls the people's mind to do whatever hypnosis want to do. But actually that is not, it looks like that, but the reality is not like that. Okay, so reality is we have agreement. If you come to the stage, you need to do what I say, right? So they already agree.
Right.
It's not I force them to do it, right?
Yeah.
So, and then they say yes, and they want to show their personality. They want to be fun. They want to get attention from the audience. That is what they want. So what I do is basically help them to achieve this goal. So, but some people, even they feel nervous on the stage, right? They want not to do funny things, and they even don't know how to be funny. So we design some routine, and first we make them feel very relaxed and peaceful, and then make their mind really focus on what I say. They have no distraction at all. They just focus on what I say and then follow my suggestion. And then basically I say, when you open your eyes, you will do whatever. You are in holiday. You will feel hot, you will feel cold or whatever. They will just do it. And the more they do it, they feel good. Okay, at least they feel relaxed. Okay,
Yeah.
and then the slowly they more and more follow my suggestion. And then later on, I will let them to do something like, okay, now when you open your eyes, you will forget your name, and they just forgot, because they believe their name is gone, and when they believe something, so they will create this reality for themselves, and then we create some funny routine. They will just do what we say, and the audience will feel like, oh, this is so funny.
But at the same time, I guess you're really showing how, you can change people's thinking and mindset for a positive way.
Yes, that is exactly what I do. So in the future, what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine the hypnosis show with life coaching, with
Right.
motivation speaking, because I want to use this hypnosis as a demonstration how powerful your belief, how our belief form, created, and then how powerful your belief will affect your reality. So, and then how you should use your belief, use self-hypnosis to create a life you really want.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what made you then write the book?
Because why I'm doing this, I started this business, life coaching business, about 9 years ago. It's almost 9 years now. So, and at the beginning, I'm doing all my clients. At the beginning, I just sharing my knowledge, and then I have some seminar, and later I start a YouTube channel, and I'm just sharing this knowledge with other people, and the feedback is very good. And then I start. At that time, I'm still doing online marketing and SEO. I'm searching engine optimization person at that time, and then so many people asking me for help. They giving me a good feedback, and then I started to take a one-on-one client, and after about 4 or 5 years later, I feel like I really have something. I want to systematically to introduce my method, ABCD coaching method. That's why I wrote this book. About 3 years ago, I started writing this Chinese book. 3 years ago.
So written in Chinese first,
Yeah.
now translated into English.
Yes.
And before we went on air, you mentioned there's also an e-book coming.
No, ebook is already also.
Oh, it's already out?
Yeah.
It's in Mandarin?
Actually, it's part of this book now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So what does the ABCD stand for when you're talking about ABCD self-confidence coaching method?
Okay. ABCD, A means accept. Okay. So basically, ABCD coaching method is a help our client to create a positive loop. And then, so because the loop means the thinking and the feeling. So we need to create a positive thinking and a feeling loop. Okay? And when you create this thinking, feeling loop, you can achieve anything you want to achieve. Seriously, it is possible, 100%. Say, if you want to achieve, if you want to become a great singer, okay, if you can create this thinking positive loop, you are getting better and better, better and better. And if you want to be good at study, create this positive loop. So how to thinking positively, and you take action, and you see the result is good, and then you take more action. So you're thinking more positive. So that is a positive loop. So ABCD is help the reader to create this positive loop. So A is accept. Accept anything happen in your life. Accept the reality. So if somebody have anxiety, right? Accept anything happen in your life. This is so important. Because if you not accept the things it's going to happen, and if you cannot change it, if you can change it, that's fine. If you cannot change it, and then you still cannot accept what happened into your life, you will feel powerless. You will be exhausted. You will feel your life is out of your control, and then it get into the negative loop. You are getting worse and worse. So accept is a stop going to the negative loop. Yeah. So it's the first step. No matter your marriage problem, you lose your job or whatever, you are bankrupt, accept that first, okay? Because if you not accept it, even, for example, if you have insomnia, you have to accept that you have insomnia. If you don't accept insomnia, you worry about it, and you cannot get your sleep, and you are getting worse and worse, okay? So accept anything happen in your life. B is believe. Believe in yourself. No matter what happened, I'm okay. Okay, no matter what happened. So if you have insomnia, even I have insomnia, my life will continue. It's okay because something happened, making me feel anxious. But as the problem will gone, I will get into normal life again. So this is a belief. Believe in yourself. No matter, even your marriage is broken, you get lose your job. Even this kind of things happen, believe in yourself. Something will change. You will be okay. Believe. Okay. C is change. Change negative interpretation into positive. So, what is negative interpretation? Like a relationship broken, right? So, a lot of people, or your girlfriend say goodbye to you. So we have a default interpretation. Or they have a belief. They go, okay, so my girlfriend say goodbye to me is because I'm not good enough. Right? That is, and I'm a bad person. I have no hope. I will never find a better girlfriend or something like this. So this is very bad interpretation. Yeah. So we need to change this meaning of bad interpretation into positive. So, for example, okay, so my girlfriend say goodbye to me, which means, and she said something, she said, my communication skills is not good, my emotional intelligence is not good. Okay, yeah, I accept that reality. Okay, so my girlfriend say goodbye to me, which means I need to learn, needed to improve, which means I have a bigger space to grow. My life can be better after I learn this new skill or train my skill. So that is a positive interpretation. So change negative into positive. And then anything can be like that. If you bankrupt, you can change it. Some people go bankrupt. They feel like they're depressed, right? You can change. Bankrupt means you made some mistake, but who don't make a mistake, right?
It's
everybody
a chance to start again, yeah.
And you can learn so much, and then you can start again, right? So, and So, and life is just a journey. Always, anyway, doesn't matter, right? You say, well, enrich your life experience. So that's good. So always change it to negative into positive. And then the most important part, D, do it. So after you have a positive interpretation, what happened? Then you need to take action to do what you think, what do you believe, positive belief, right? And then when you, for example, your boyfriend or girlfriend say goodbye to you, you say, okay, which means, yes, I accept my emotion intelligence is not that good. I need to learn. And then you can learn communication skill, right? You go to school, you go to learn from expert, maybe go to get some coaching. And then you do, somebody teach you how to do it, and then you practice. So take action, it's a practice. And then you're getting, okay, I'm getting better and better. And then the result will be changed, right? And then your belief will change. And then you have a more positive automatic interpretation about your life. And then this is how you get in the positive loop.
Who do you think the book is best suited to? Like at what phase in your, I guess in your life, or is it suitable for someone that's got something going on and needing to get out of it, or is it about preventing that? You're going to say everybody, aren't you?
Yeah, I want to say everybody. Seriously, this is everybody. But a lot of people, they don't think they needed to change. Of course, then they don't need to buy my book. Okay, any people, because there's some really, really good discovery. And the main discovery is about understanding what is the belief. This is the key. So if you don't have a good belief, you cannot have a good life.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is the key. So anybody, seriously, this book is for anybody. But all my case study in this book is about depression and anxiety.
Right.
Yeah, I help them get out of depression, anxiety. Basically, I change their belief, and they believe their life is going okay, and then they become okay. Yeah, but normal people, they also needed to have a fine-tuning their belief, you know.
Yeah. So you mentioned the case studies, but we'll get to those shortly. You've got some other sort of chapters. In the chapter 3, tell a good story about your life.
Yes.
What's the thoughts behind that?
Tell story, basically all life. So maybe I think a lot of people have this kind of metaphor, like your life is your own show, and you are the scriptwriter, you are the director, you are the actor. So that is so true. Yeah. And there's a stage is a word. This is a planet, right? This is very, very true. So we need always, the people, why the people get depression? They are telling a very bad story about their life. That's it. And what I do is I help my client to create a better story. I teach them how to create a better story. And the better story, if the most important part is a belief, okay? When you have a good belief, it's very easy to create a better story. Even something bad things happen, you can still continue a good story, you know? So, yes, we needed to tell a good story about ourselves. Anything bad happen, you needed to learn how to create a good story. And that is changes the meaning of that.
And is it about remembering a good time in your life, some positive moments, or is it about taking that bad moment and trying to find something good within it? Or a bit of both?
Both, yes. But the key is that we need to have a very, on my book, there's one thing is very important. Very deepest part of our thinking because our thinking have a different layer, okay? And the deepest layer of our thinking is I am safe, I am good enough. That is the true belief. I tell everybody they need to create this true belief. And when they have this true belief created, okay, and then to tell a story is much, much easier. Much, much easier. If they don't have this true belief, they cannot tell a good story. Yeah.
Okay. You mentioned in here emotional management, and there's one that caught my eye, how to stop procrastination.
Yeah.
I'm a good procrastinator at times.
Yeah.
So what do you mean by emotional management?
Okay, emotional management is basically what emotion you want, right? And if you cannot get the emotion you want, which means you don't know how to manage your emotion. That's it. Yeah. So when you how to say that word? Procrastination.
Procrastination. Procrastination. You made me think then for a second. Procrastination.
Procrastination, yes. So people have procrastination is because when they think what they need to do something, they feel they don't have a good feeling. For example, you needed to do cleaning, but you don't want to do it because you feel bad when you're thinking about cleaning, right? So what we need, so how to change that? You need to feel good and then to do it. And then when you feel good, you want to do anything. Everything you will be happy to do it, right? So basically, you need to make yourself feel good about yourself. This is the key. So if you can automatically positive thought, you feel happy, you feel good about yourself, and then when you're thinking about cleaning, you will feel good, and then you will no procrastination.
Okay.
Yes, that's the key.
All right.
And then when you're thinking negative things, and then you need to change some positive. For example, you don't want to do cleaning, right? And then you should tell yourself, okay, after cleaning, my home will become more tidy. My wife will be happy. My kids will be happy. And if you think that, and you feel good. And when you feel good, you will do it.
Yeah. Okay. There's a lot in your book around communication, parental communication, and your own communication. Talk to me about how this plays such an important part in your coaching.
Okay, communication is the key. I think all the relationship is about communication because human is like a social animal. Yeah, if you don't have a good communication skill, you cannot feel happy. Okay, because everybody is seeking to connection with other people. So if you want to seek a connection, this is in our gene. Everybody has this strong desire. If you don't have a connection with other people, you feel lonely. You will feel your survival rate will go down. You know, you will feel insecure. So communication is the key. Actually, that is also the main reason. At the beginning, like in 10 years ago or 20 years ago, I feel like I'm not very good at communication. So that's why I spend so much time to learn. So initial desire for me to learn psychology is because of communication. I want to learn communication. And after more than 10 years, now I became kind of expert. I'm still keeping learning, yeah. So yes, I spend a lot of time to understand how our human mind works and how to build a connection and how to build to make it. Basically, if you want to have a good communication, you need to make other people feel good. That's it.
And you mentioned in here about the parental communication. You've already given us an example.
Yeah.
Do we forget sometimes as parents the role we play there?
So many people, yes, because parents forgot a lot of the time. They forgot, and why they forgot? Because we live in habit. We live in habit, and thinking is a habit. Thinking is habit. So parents see the children don't doing what they like, and they just get angry. This is a habit. They know they should not angry, right? And after they angry, they will regret. They get angry to the children, and they know that's bad, but they cannot control. And that is a reflex. That is a condition when the parent, when they was a child, that is how they triggered. So we need to retrain the parent to don't have this reflex, and that is possible. That is possible, and basically, the parent needed to reduce their anxiety. Maybe needed to change some of their childhood memory, their parents' childhood memory. Yeah, and when changes this childhood memory, their reaction will be different.
So when we think about depression and anxiety and how large it is in our community and in New Zealand with some of the largest suicide stats, especially in young men, what could we do as parents when it comes from that early age of communication to help create teenagers that aren't depressed and anxious?
Okay,
what's our role?
Okay, yeah. So first step is very, very, very important. Okay, don't panic. Okay, depression is not a big deal. Seriously, depression is not a big deal. If a parent thinks that is a big deal, then going to getting worse and worse. That is what I always say. It's a negative loop. They are getting worse and worse. So accept the reality. So that is come to ABCD. Accept my son or my daughter feel depressed. Okay, but not a big deal. So okay, don't panic. This is the key. Okay, believe in yourself, believing in the children. Okay, that is the play. Doesn't matter. Somebody like me, I also was depressed when I was at university. Seriously, yeah, not a big deal. You can learn because depression is just a thinking pattern, and we can change. It is possible change. Okay, depression and it's a default thinking pattern. Okay, so if we basically we need to break that pattern. Okay, to break that pattern, the default way to do is go to see doctor or get some medicine. But actually, that is not a very good way to do. Okay, and statistics show only 30% of people take medicine. They get out of depression,
right?
But it's not forever. Okay, maybe a few years later they will get into depression again. Why? Because they change their emotion, maybe. But they haven't changed their thinking pattern. They haven't changed their memory. Okay? They haven't changed their belief. The key is they believe something is bad. They believe they are not good enough. They believe their life is in danger always. And if they don't change their belief, they only take some medicine to make them feel good temporarily, they cannot last. So they need to change their belief. So parent, don't panic. Believe in yourself, believe in your children. A lot of time, the parents see children, they get depressed. They feel guilty.
Yeah.
Okay, don't feel guilty. So this is the key. Even, yes, your children depressed, it's something to do with you. That is true. Yeah, but you still don't need to feel guilty. Okay, when parents get guilty, they will force the children to do something. They will force the children to change. Okay, then it will getting worse and worse. So your children get depressed, you feel good about it. Still believe in yourself, believe in your children. This is the key. And then change, see, right? Change negative into positive. Okay, this is a good way for your children to learn. This is a good opportunity for yourself, for parent to learn. There's something wrong in your thinking. Maybe there's something belief is wrong about yourself. You need to. This is a good time to learn. If you don't know, get some expert advice. And maybe buy my book.
Your book, because look, Chapter 8 says, you can eliminate depression completely.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got a number of case studies in here, which is really nice because it kind of backs up. You read the book and you get the coaching, but then here's some real examples of it played out. Is there a favourite case study of yours? We've only got time for one. What would be your favourite case study?
Oh, I have so many. Okay, I can tell one is about 4 years ago, just in the COVID time. There's one overseas Chinese student in Japan. Yeah, she watched my video. She watched my YouTube video. She think what I say is make sense, and she asked me for help. And at that time, she's almost thinking to commit suicide. Yeah, but she asked me my help, and then I help her. I did a two session, I think. Only 2 sessions, she feel better. And one thing happened, I don't know what happened. And then she called her parent. She said, I want to, because of my coaching, she understand her problem is from her parent, okay? What I tell her, her problem is because of her parent. It's not to criticize her parent, but she have a better understand. And then one day, she called her parent, and then for some reason, maybe they have a little bit argument. She said, my problem is your problem, and I want to commit suicide. It's kind of like a straight turn. It's not really she want to do it. And the parents feel so worried, and they call me, I say, we have a talk about 1 hour, no, less than 1 hour, okay? 40 minutes, 50 minutes. I said, no, your daughter will, I'm guarantee your daughter will not go do that because I only have 2 sessions. I know, I understand her. It's not going to happen. because at that time it's lockdown, they cannot go to Japan, and she cannot,
Right.
you know, they worry so much. And then I say, no, this is another cabin. I say, and the parent say, I know I can help your daughter get out of depression. It's very quickly. And then she said, the parent said, if you can help us that, they will fly to New Zealand to say thank me. I say, no, you don't need that, okay? And then after they call to their parent, I have a call to the daughter, maybe like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And then, because I tell the parent how they should talk to their daughter, okay? So the key is how they should talk to the daughter. And after that, they had a conversation. The second day, the daughter, my client, tell me, for so many years, she feel like the happiness feeling. She haven't have this happiness feeling for so long time, maybe more than 20 years. Yeah, she have this happiness. So basically, which means they have a very good talk. The parent and the children, they have a good talk. And the key is because I teach the parent how to talk to the children. That's it. And they have a connection again.
Did they fly over to see you?
No.
Brilliant. So you mentioned the one-on-one coaching session. So aside from the book and your shows, you also do provide one-on-one support for people who need it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they can get in touch. And how long is a coaching session? Like how many, or is it depending on what someone's coming to you for?
I don't easily take a client because I pre-select the people. They coachable. Okay.
Right.
So if they say, I want to book a time, I say no. Okay. So because the reason I say no is I have so many video. I say you need to watch at least 20 video of my video. And if you agree what I say, and then I will test you how committed you want to do that. Okay, so I will let them to fill a form and say, oh yeah, they are committed to do that, and then I will take them on board. But because for English people, for the listeners, they don't have I don't have a YouTube English video, right? They should read my book first, and if they agree with my principle, and then they can book a free, like a telephone consultation. Free, okay, and then I will ask them some question, and if I think I can help her or him, then let's continue. Otherwise, just it's free.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Who's inspired you over the years? Who's coached you?
Oh, I have so many coaches. I have like more than 30 now.
Wow, that's
I'm
great.
Always learning. Even now, I'm still learning. Yeah.
What's next on the horizon then?
Next horizon is to become famous comedian hypnotist. Yeah.
Okay, that's the goal. More shows.
Yeah. My goal is to do like at least 50 shows this year.
Okay. Wow. Anywhere in New Zealand?
No more than New Zealand. I'm going to promote my show in Australia or in Asia or Europe.
I think he's accepted it. I think he believes it. He's going to change it, and he's going to do it.
Yes, that's definitely.
That is brilliant.
Yeah.
Where can people get the book, get more information about you? Where do they head?
Okay. They can search in Google, ChineseHypnotist.com, ChineseHypnotist.com. That's my website. And they can, if they want to buy a book, there's a link in my website. They can also buy a book from Amazon. So in the Amazon, search my name or search ABCD Coaching. ABCD Coaching on Amazon, they can find my book.
Fantastic. And you're going to update your website with your next lot of shows.
Yes.
So people can head there.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on and chatting. It was a little bit of a different show this week to not talk property and investment, but kind of down that leadership path. When I saw the media release come out about the book, I knew our listeners would enjoy hearing about it because many of our listeners sort of coach others as well. So it's also a technique, if you like to coach people, to have a read and to follow this method as well. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. This book can actually teach people how to coach other people.
Yeah.
I teach a parent to coach a student, their children, you know.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Love it. Thank you so much for coming on this week to Property Matters. Really appreciate your time.
Okay, you're welcome.
Everyone else have a fabulous week out there. Drive safe in this weather as it changes. Remember, you can download all our podcasts from Spotify, Apple, Samsung, iHeartRadio, or wherever you like to get your podcasts from. If you'd like to come on the show or chat about anything or have a theme or topic, email us propertymatters@barfoot.co.nz. Have a fabulous week, everyone. Catch you next week.